The essential questions are necessary. What else could they be? Focused, good. Focused, important, necessary, relevant. I love that word. I do, especially with this kind of stuff. So relevant. Anything else essential questions might be? So then, if we're asking essential questions about our topic or our person, what are some questions that we should be asking and looking for the answers as we research? So what are some questions we should be asking and answering? Yes, Kavina.
How has this person's accomplishment influenced generations to come, or
Accomplishments.
have influenced in general?
Influenced. Society, world, people. Okay, good. What else can be asked? What's another good question to ask? Important, relevant. How did their upbringing influence who they became? Okay. What was their influence on people around them? Okay, what other questions could we ask? Yes?
Who influenced them, and what they become most to be?
Who influenced them? Good. Okay, what else? Other questions to ask? John, put that away. Question. I'm going to ask a question. What specifically made their deeds or work heroic? And then maybe you'd have to ask the question, what? Okay, there's plenty of people talking earlier. What might be some other essential questions we should ask and answer as we suggest? Okay, so we're not going to make it personal in there, but we should definitely find that why it's affected it personally. But just as long as when you write it, it's academically written, so that's not me and I, but general in a sense. But definitely look for those things, yes. What else? Yes?
Maybe not questions, but more give their values, ideals, and how that pertains to them.
Ideals. So what values and ideals did the person hold or have? Okay. What was maybe going on in society that needed this type of thing? What we've talked about all year is that society is looking for heroes and looking for something, which is why people become heroes, because they feel that need. So maybe the question could be, what need did they fulfill, or do they fulfill for society? What else can we look at? What are some other questions? Yes? Is their impact global or local? Okay, what else? Other good questions we could ask that might be relevant. Okay, we're going to leave it at that for a second. What I'd like you guys to do is on your outline, so reminder of your outline, you have your big topic and then you've subdivided the topic into 2 or 3 areas, no more than 4 areas. We talked about those yesterday: political, social, economical, religious, intellectual, community, artistic background, heroic deeds, connections. You could come up with more or different ones, perfectly fine, but those were some suggestions we came up with yesterday. So you use those to make your divisions, and you're leaving space for where you find your sources. The other thing that I want you to do is these questions that we're asking might help answer questions or fulfill information for different categories, for different areas of division. So I want you to write in on your outline, somewhere in here, whether it's before the sources or after, I really don't care, is what questions are you going to ask or that need to be answered in these areas, so that as you research, you're looking for that information and you can narrow it down and only focus on that information as you're finding it. So you know what you're looking before you get out there. Because sometimes we get out there and we just print off a whole bunch of stuff and we don't even know what we're looking for, and we're just reading through it going, I have no idea what to use. Yeah, my kids last year going, yup. So this will help us, give us that focused, narrowed way to look at this. If we already know the major areas of division of information we're looking for, and then specific questions that we can look for information. If we find other information, great, and if we want to use it, we can, but otherwise we just set it aside saying it's not necessary. Cool and interesting, but not necessary to the paper that I'm writing. Any questions about what you're going to do with your outline and the essential questions? Yes? Not finding your sources yet. I want you to write the questions first and the outline, and I want you to bring it in and show it to me tomorrow so I can see if we need to maybe ask more questions, or I just want to make sure that you're still on the right track. Yes? That's how you want to do it. Yep. You may do this in pencil, however, I'm going to highly suggest that you start typing it up and get it so that as you start finding information, you can just start filling in the blanks already in the computer, and then when you go to write your paper later, it's already there and you're not having to type it all at once at the end. You've got it all already there and you can just start moving things around, copying, pasting over from your outlines over, or typing in and searching. Alright, so that's tomorrow, and then I'm going to talk you through how to annotate and mark those things up. Maybe you label your questions in here in the alphanumerics and stuff as well, so that as you search your information you can put maybe highlights and answer and put the number next to those questions in the information, so that you know which one it goes to when you go to research and put your paper together. You've already got it labeled as to what goes where, actually inside your research. A suggestion from someone who's done it a lot. Alright, questions? Any other questions? Okay, the essential questions onto your outline. Okay, so that being done,